Hey, GED students, I know I say this a lot, but honestly, this is 90% of math for my students. I need you to breathe. This is nowhere near as challenging as it looks, okay? Let's read through it, let's make a plan, and let's see how we can handle. So it says, which expression represents the area in square inches of a rectangle whose length is 3 inches less than twice its width? Now, the tendency of most students here is to freeze up and panic at the sight of W and 2W minus 3. Maybe this language in the word problem that says 3 inches less than twice its width, and we don't have actual numbers. So what I want you to do is anytime you feel that fear rising, that panic, that Kate taught me how to do area of rectangles, but she never taught me this way. She's a jerk. Back up, just back up to make a plan and say, okay, maybe I don't know what to do with W and 2W minus 3, but I would know what to do if it was 5 and 10, wouldn't I? So if I asked you to find the area of the rectangle whose sides were 5 and 10, you would know what to do. You'd look at that formula sheet, even if you had forgotten it, and you would say, hey, the area of a rectangle says it is length times width. All I have to do is multiply together those two dimensions. Okay, now we're through the panic. Now we have a plan. Ugly or not, all I have to do with those two dimensions is multiply them. Now, of course, they aren't 5 and 10. They are, we will now face facts, W and 2W minus 3. But again, all you have to do to find the area of them is multiply them together. So let's start with W. Now, I want to multiply W with 2W minus 3. That's a complex expression there. That's what we call a polynomial. But the point is, it's a group, right? So I want you to multiply W with that entire 2W minus 3. And there's why we start using parentheses for multiplication. I literally just answered that question online on YouTube today. Why do you start using parentheses instead of using the times sign? Well, because I have to multiply W by not just a number, but this whole long expression. And so I need parentheses to say W is multiplying the whole thing. And now that I've written it this way, usually you guys' algebra skills kick in. You go, oh, I know how to multiply W by a grouping. And it's not that challenging anymore. So let's do that. W times 2W. Well, it's still just 2, but now I have that W and another W multiplying. I have two W's multiplying, and so that's going to be W squared. We use exponents to talk about repeated multiplication. And now I'll pass out the W to the negative 3. And of course, that's just negative 3W. I can't do anymore. I mean, that's as simple as that's going to get without somebody telling me the width, the W. This is as good as I can get. It's 2W squared minus 3W square inches. And if goodness, if somebody eventually tells me the W, I'll do more work. But for now, in the face of this mystery, this is all I can do. Correct answer is C. All right, see? Okay, so I think what we learned here is don't forget that you have a formula sheet to help you, like area of a rectangle. But anytime ugly numbers intimidate you, scratch them out. Scratch them out. I hate you, W, whatever. Write in some numbers that don't intimidate you and think about what you do so you can make a plan and then revisit the ugly numbers. It's all about kind of breaking that problem down into manageable chunks and to fight that overwhelm. All right, you guys, super proud of you. Happy learning.